It's tough to find love today. Half of this panel has found, half is still searching. 1/4 might not even be looking anymore. If you fall into any of these categories, you might want to sit down for this. Oi, sit down lah. Welcome back to You Might Want to Sit Down for This, the podcast that changes your life on a regular basis.
Hey, a lot of people attacked me the last damn episode.
Oh, a lot.
Hey,
What?
because I don't know what lemon in Cantonese is, dude.
You want to? We give you 30 seconds to defend yourself. Like,
How many times you see lemon in Malaysian Chinese cuisine other than lemon chicken?
I think that's mostly lemon fish, lemon chicken.
Where you are in East Malaysia.
I feel like you're not defending yourself correctly here.
No, I
Try
think
again.
the easiest way to say it is it's not a common occurrence seeing lemon in food every day. I only see it during occasions and I never order it. So honestly, lemong like that lah.
That's one way to discuss it. But welcome back to the podcast. This week we're not talking about lemon chicken, fortunately.
No.
We do have with us two very special guests on the podcast. I think for the first time.
Yeah.
You've
First time,
sort of been on, but
Really?
that was
Oh.
like an appearance,
Yeah.
right? So
Oh.
on the couch today we have Ming.
Hi, what's up?
We
Single
also
girl.
have
Oh.
Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
Hello.
Can
Oh
you
my
introduce
God.
yourself to our audience?
How do I introduce myself?
You
Hi, my
look at
name
the
is.
How
camera
would
and then
you introduce yourself?
Yes.
What do I introduce? Hi,
just-
my name is Rachel.
Okay.
Like that lah.
I work in Blank Slate.
What do you do?
I am a project manager / producer.
Oh wow.
Will you give us like one fun fact about you?
I'm a
I'm-
Kuching girl. I'm
That's
from
fun.
Sarawak.
Is that
East
your
Malaysia.
fun fact?
go-to?
That's your go-to fun fact.
People think East Malaysia people are quite cool.
Okay, let's put a pin in that.
I didn't say roll.
That came out too naturally.
That came out a bit too fast. Yeah.
We're
Okay,
pretty cool.
okay.
We're pretty cool.
Okay.
Rachel, before we continue, quick check. Are you relationship status? Where you at? Just to paint the picture for the podcast today.
I'm a single girly.
Yeah
Okay,
lah.
single
Fun fact
girl.
I'm from
Yeah.
Kuching, that's why single lah.
Whoa.
Hey,
Sorry, my bad. Whatever.
Yo,
whatever.
in the
Next.
comment
hated
section.
on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
next
I know,
episode.
right?
in
You're
the
crazy.
comment section.
Okay.
Okay.
Next to me. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Roe, and I'm a writer here at
Damn.
Blank Slate.
Okay.
Damn.
And
Fun fact.
An
fun
artist.
fact. I don't have a fun fact.
Just make one now. You're a
If I'm-
writer, Rui.
Yeah, no, I know
If
what
I'm
Roe's
an
fun
animal,
fact.
I'll be blue. Can I?
You cannot use that.
Why cannot?
What did she say?
Why cannot?
What did she
Okay,
say?
lah, can lah.
Did she say if I were an animal,
It's
I'll
fun,
be blue?
You know.
It's not very fun now, not gonna lie.
I know what Roe is.
What are you gonna say? It's quite
The
low.
note was very low.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you what Roe's fun fact is.
Okay, let's hear it.
Her intrusive thoughts win all the time and it sneaks out and verbally what she will say it one.
It's true.
Either she says something or she makes some really unhuman, unladylike
Whoa.
noise.
Give example.
I've heard her moan and groan in the
Oh,
office.
Okay, that
She's the female
Almost-
version of Desmond.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
almost
That's
as
true.
much
That's
as
not
Desmond.
It's true. I will
Yeah.
say that
I
it's
won't say
increased.
it's moaning, right? Okay.
Okay.
It's
Okay, how would you classify
it's
it?
it's
Growling.
grunts.
Okay,
it's
can
grunts.
you give
Grunts.
us an excerpt?
No, I won't. I
Okay.
won't.
But if it's grunting,
I
it
won't.
should be okay, right? Like, you know.
You also know it's not right. Okay, but fun fact, Roy is also not from KL. Where are you from?
Oh,
I'm
damn.
from Kuantan.
Kuantan,
Yeah.
do you think it's
Kuantan.
better than Kuching?
No, it's quite boring, I'll be honest. See?
Kuching like really happening
Yeah,
lah.
yeah,
to be
No,
yeah.
I
honest,
think
lah.
Kuching is
Kuantan
quite
is
dope.
like,
It's super happening.
But yeah, Kuantan is you go to chill.
pushing it, I think.
No.
Yeah, okay, calm down.
No,
Wait,
Rachel's
you come.
Okay,
You
okay.
come.
Okay.
I've been. Roy, on the spectrum of relationship, where you at?
Spectrum.
maybe
gender.
like a 3.
What the heck? Why got
And
number?
what does that mean?
What mean?
does
What
the
mean three? Who gave?
I don't know. What is the spectrum?
Like,
Okay.
I asked Rachel, like, where are you?
Okay.
Are you, like, dating, single, available?
I'm
between-
single lah. I'm single,
Okay.
but open lah.
Okay.
Single open. Okay,
That's-
good.
Rachel,
That's
are you
open,
single
that's
open as
single.
well? Or single close?
Single, I don't know, halfway.
What does that mean?
What?
It's like the door can be open a little bit, but then
Sometimes the
sometimes
wind
I just
blow,
Question.
sometimes the wind blow and then
Teacher.
it just
Question. Why you say sometimes the door open, sometimes close?
What is the
What is the deciding factor? If the guy is good looking, is it?
maybe your first
If
impression
he's ugly,
matter.
straight away is close, is it?
That's just called normal.
Yeah,
lah.
that's
It's not
just-
a door open close.
Yeah,
So like different seasons. Sometimes I'm like,
different
oh okay,
season.
this season, today?
No?
Summer.
Today.
No.
Today is
is
closed.
closed. Winter, a bit cold.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even,
Close.
I'm scared to know what that means. I'm actually scared. Ming Han,
I'm so done already. I cannot even understand.
Let's-
what
let's-
Spectra.
let's project into the future of what a successful relationship looks like. Ming Han, today is a milestone for you.
It's a big milestone of all days to talk about relationship.
Why?
Because my little girl is starting her journey in primary school.
Amazing.
Wow, I
Little
just
girl.
gotta
Crazy.
warn her of all the bitches out there, man.
Whoa.
Like
That's-
random.
Bitches, not guys.
Yeah, cause there's a lot more girls nowadays than guys.
There's
Do you
a
know
lot-
guys are going
yes.
extinct? It's
Wow.
a thing. It is a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
I just want to say. So and
For every 3 girls, there's only one guy.
bang,
Study
bang,
show.
bang. I don't
Study
know.
show.
But no,
What
jokes aside.
Insert statistics.
Jokes aside, yeah, first kid is in primary school. Spend the whole morning just making sure everything's okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. That's the
That's
milestone.
good. No, that's
the
good.
milestone.
Because then we get to see what a successful relationship looks like. Also in the form of that your kid is 7 years old. Some people's relationships aren't even 7 years old yet.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's a perspective check, man.
That's true.
Today we're
That's
talking
true.
about romantic relationships and how they shape us for better or worse. Let's look back to the first question because I think that's quite a base setter in terms of the conversation, right? What is stopping you? Okay, maybe we don't start with stop.
Okay.
Rowe, right now you say you are single and open. Okay, let's talk about that a bit more.
Oh, damn.
What does and open mean? Like, are you actively searching or are you more of the God, please send a guy my way?
I think I am being
Oh.
quite open in a sense
Nice.
where I am also putting myself
That's
out there.
Good job. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, I think I know. But
Wow.
anyways,
I know.
it takes a lot of effort in me, to
Right.
put myself out there.
Because you're such an extrovert, right?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm just
actually-
so extroverted.
I'm
I'm
actually
just-
very curious about this because I think dating life has been behind me for almost
A decade. More than a decade.
12 years.
now.
I
Damn.
don't understand this effort of putting yourself out there.
Mhm.
What's the effort feel like? Like what's the mental process?
It's just really trying to, intentionally make a conversation with someone. Like
Oh.
for me, it's like
I have a practical
sometimes-
question because
Yeah.
this one I think is a tough one. Like in that sense, right? Physically,
Uh.
where do you put yourself out on?
Yeah,
Because
how?
even before you get to the, I will try to have a conversation with you.
Mm-mm.
Where are you meeting these people?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's friends.
Friends.
I would also say that I have also tried dating apps.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good.
Sorry, what's the question after that?
question
Okay,
is
that was
like,
a really
what else?
short. That was the shortest
For-
attention
I think
span.
that's the two for me
Okay.
lah. Like
No, that's
usually
perfect,
it's
perfect.
like friends
Okay.
recommendations
Okay.
through friends or like
Do
if
you
it's
like
on a-
go
on
and
an app.
like, have you ever gone on a date that is like purely from a friend's, like almost a blind date?
Not a blind date.
You
but,
have met once at least lah.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
one
that's
one
not
eye
bad.
closed date.
Yeah, like
One eye closed.
I've seen the
yeah.
person, but like like
Oh.
So
Okay,
like
okay.
I don't really know the person.
The process is like really a conscious effort to like, okay lah, I'll go out for this
Yeah.
or like that kind of. Since I'm going for this, I better nice a
Yeah.
bit that kind of.
Oh,
Yes.
good job, Roy.
But I think like I'm putting myself out there, but then I think going back to the question of like what's stopping me,
Yeah.
I think it's really the the people that I meet also.
Oh God.
It's really like
Hey.
sometimes it's like, hey, maybe I'm fine. I'm gonna be fine alone. Because
No,
like
okay.
some people you
That's
meet,
bad. That's rough.
you're just like, what the F was that? Like what is this person? What is this? How can
No,
someone
let's talk about that, right? Because I feel that it's important
Oh,
both ways,
shit.
both streets to know what
damn.
things may potentially give your potential date what a F vibe. Alright? We don't have to go into specifics,
Yeah.
but let's look back to this. Rachel,
That's wild.
that's wild as shit. I love that. Roy, you're starting us
You're
really
mad.
strong.
Okay.
Rachel, what is stopping you? Because you said so it's situational, right?
It is,
It's
yeah.
winter. It's winter
It's
now.
winter
but,
now.
but why? What is
Sometimes the
stopping you?
seasons change.
Yes, but why
All
is
right,
it not?
walk us through cold girl
Yeah,
winter.
walk us through.
Yeah.
Okay, it really depends. I think I know that my fear of I have a fear of getting into a relationship because like from my previous one also lah.
Okay.
So there's a fear of failure. Number
Wow.
one.
Oh damn.
Okay.
Okay.
Because like
okay.
if you go into it, you're not going into it just for like
For funsies.
you're not testing
Yeah.
water, that kind of thing, ma.
Right,
So you're
right,
going
right.
there, I think I spoke to you about this before, long time ago.
I blocked
but
it out
like,
my memory.
Oh my god.
but it's like
That's
really
crazy.
I think like the fact of like you going into a relationship, you are
Mm.
putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
But not just that, but I think emotionally, mentally as well.
Yeah.
You're
Mm.
vulnerable.
The capacity, yeah. It's a lot that you're putting. So like going into the scene itself, like you have to be prepared to get your heart broken.
That's
Wow.
the effort, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the effort. That's the real effort, right?
Because,
To
yeah, correct.
mentally psych yourself
is
back
that,
up
is that
again.
what it
Correct.
feels like nowadays? Like when you go into this, right? That's like at the back of
Yeah.
your mind, just knowing.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
that's crazy.
Can't
though.
wait to share that my favorite color is blue again.
Yeah. And to tell about my job.
I can't wait to tell you about my job again. Wow, must be
Yeah.
stressful,
Right.
man.
Wow, that's tiring.
It is, because-
okay.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
because there's a lot of like
Hold on.
you why?
I want to say, wow, it's tiring. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Let's take a pause here.
Yeah, let's take a pause
How
here.
many damn relationships first before you say it's tiring?
Okay, I've been in one of them.
Okay, wait.
But hey, it was long,
long-
enough
okay.
To be tiring
emotionally
after.
and mentally
okay.
exhausting.
So we can,
Understand,
we can
understand.
weigh the chips. One relationship, but it was a long relationship.
it was not a long relationship.
Okay. No,
But,
it's
hey,
okay.
You know, time like
You were
not
hurt,
time.
lah,
Like, I was
basically.
hurt.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Like you know, mentally and emotionally, it was very frustrating.
Yeah.
So
Right,
like
right.
when you put yourself out there in a sense of like you are giving as much as you should be receiving,
Yeah.
Right,
but
right.
if you're not receiving, then you're also in the
Deficit.
deficit.
Oh,
You know. Yeah.
The
so
economy
it's-
is not working out lah.
five sentences ago.
Okay. No, I
Okay.
think that's a good place to
Okay,
start
okay,
because
got
I
it,
feel
got
like
it.
if you weren't investing your emotional effort into it,
yeah.
then it's not really like then you're just doing it for fun lah.
Yeah. Correct.
Would you all consider yourself F girls? No, right?
no.
Obviously, actually, it's just one of the questions.
Oh,
it's not a
something
question.
in my eye.
It's not a question.
I laugh until something
Um,
in my eye. Oh,
I think
shit. Okay.
it's very important also to kind of figure out in life where you're at right now. Just now you mentioned that you said that you're getting the relationship not wanting to just like for fun, right? But then there's also the opinion that dating should be to meet people and meet as many. So like there's conflicting advice here. I want to get your thoughts on it because you both are, I guess, in that realm now, right? There's going to be friends who tell you, oh, you should test the waters. There's plenty of fish in the ocean. There's people who say, oh, just try around and see what you like until you figure it out. But then there's also the train of thought, which is like, if you're going to get into it, you should be serious. You should, invest your time. Where are y'all on
Damn.
that on that weighing
Talking about
scale?
some good old golden memories.
Yeah. Because I don't think there's a wrong advice here. There's a preference. I think Mega and I come from the generation that is like, we don't want to play around. We want it to work out.
I
But then-
I do not own a single dating app. That's the generation I'm from.
Yeah, I don't think
I've never signed up for one, and I don't know what.
That's
it's
great.
like.
Friendster is kind of a.
A dating app.
That was
I-
like
I don't
The
think there's an app
generation.
for Friendster. Okay, that's how long ago it shut down.
Friendster got testimonial lah.
Yeah,
but
that one
everyone
is, that's
name
like user reviews.
it. Yeah. That's the Yelp for your personality.
But no,
at
let's
some
start
point.
with you, Rowan. Like,
Yeah.
just your thoughts on
Yeah.
that. Because I genuinely don't think there's a right or wrong answer because everyone's just kind of like, yeah. Everyone in this room has a different view of it anyway.
I think for me, I'm at the age where I just don't want to like
Play.
like I just can't take bullshit anymore lah. Like
True.
Whoa.
if you don't like me, you tell me. Or like if you actually like me, then okay.
Let's talk
like,
about it.
But what
let's
if-
talk about it. Like
But why if some flower need time to bloom?
Whoa!
But
That's
if
good.
it takes too long and it's like you're not really showing me your effort, then I feel like
Okay,
damn.
what's the point? Like I feel
Okay.
like I'm wasting my effort and my energy.
So,
Yeah.
based on that, are you more of the I don't really want to date around? I don't want to serial date now. I want to maybe if I can find a partner and this is it. This
Yeah,
is it.
like you're one step away from arranged marriage.
no, okay, maybe that's a bit
Oh,
extreme.
sorry, my bad.
But you don't see it as a just for fun a trial. Like, is it also that?
I think I've never dated for fun lah. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
always been like
For seriousness
if
lah.
it's always like if I
For
don't
reals.
see for real
A future.
if I don't see a future with this person, like then I really don't try at all. Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
the hardest, right? Because a lot of people like you girls like don't date for fun. But the trickiest part of it is finding out whether the other person really not dating for fun or for fun. That's the
Wow.
trickiest part, right? Because
that's-
everyone will say like, hey, for real, I'm serious. But then the only time will tell. I feel that's the trickiest part. Sorry, just wanted to add that in.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Yeah,
Good point. Rachel, where are you? What are your thoughts on it? Let's say you're gonna start dating again, or like get online dating or meet friends,
Damn.
right? Are you like maybe dipping your toes in the water, or are you like, no, I want to try to go long term already?
I feel like I would want to go long term lah. Like, but I also know like what you mentioned earlier also, right? Is that like there are two sides of it. Right? People are like saying like you should go and like if you don't go and try, right, how will you know
Wow, yeah, exactly.
what it is that you wanna you know, red flag or like green flag kind of thing. But I feel like I think since I was young also, right, my sister actually gave me this advice that
Let's hear
like
it. What did Chechen say?
my teacher told me that like
Rachel.
I think like when you're walking down the aisle one day, right?
Okay,
Wow.
we skip a few chapters damn ahead.
But it's also like just like a very conscious thing for this is just personally for me.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah,
You
take
asked
it.
what room this song.
Can't wait to hear you're walking down the
Okay,
aisle
let's hear,
story.
let's hear. When you're walking
It's
down
like
the aisle,
when you're walking down the aisle, then you don't want people to like, oh, she used to date this kind of person. She used to date this guy and this guy and this guy. And this
Who
guy.
are you
So-
inviting to your wedding?
No,
Sorry,
it's
I'm
just
a
that,
very
like-
practical person now. So yeah,
it's
okay.
just that like that fear.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
when you're walking down the aisle, that kind of thing lah. It's like people will say, oh, she used to date around that kind of thing, and I just don't want that to
I
be.
see, I see.
oh,
Like
yeah.
it could
Wow,
a
that's
little bit of
very
like
interesting.
external opinion and stuff like that lah.
Oh,
But
okay.
I think
Yes.
that speaks volume in terms of like how I value myself.
But you know, there's something, okay, because, I make a lot of jokes or I make a lot of fun of this, but there's something very interesting that I learned about dating, and this is the most controversial of our time.
Okay.
Because we grew up in a place where, you know, say, go and try a Baskin 31, whatever, right? The more you try. But there is actual proof that the more you date, the worse you become at it.
wow.
Do you know that it's literal proof?
Wow.
The more you date, the worse you become at having a committed relationship. Because you're not...
I think I see through
You're
that.
not training yourself to date. You're training yourself to break up and be okay with breaking
Yes.
up. So your system is continually enforced with, I can end this. I will have another option. And that's the crazy part about dating. There is there's this thing in physics called the critical momentum, right?
Wow.
So like,
No, I
that,
hate
that- okay. Sorry.
Rachel, what happened, Rachel?
Talk about physics.
Sorry. I had the brain go.
It
Okay.
just went off.
So basically, of course, there's a sweet spot. Of course, not everyone in this world is fairy tale. You get it on the first
Yeah, yeah.
try, right? But there's a sweet spot of, okay, maybe 1, 2, or 3. But then there's a huge fall off after a number of dating. Like, because some people's systems just cannot like come back from, it's okay, there's someone else out there. It's okay, there's someone else out there. You really train your being, and someone why this was very significant research was because, you know, we are mammals, right? We are like, what do you call that? Herding animals. We are
You have to live in a community.
we live in a community,
Yeah.
right? It actually goes against like some nature of our programming, right? To sever a relationship.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy. It's a bit crazy.
We gotta pull up
But-
these studies, man.
Yeah, but it really, like, when I learned this in social in social studies, right? It's like, wow, damn. All our life last time we are lied to because all our friends say, go and try lah. You never know until you try. You never know until you try. Guess what? All my friends who say never know until you try, right? Well, most of them never end up in a successful relationship.
Wow.
Damn.
Yes. I think, okay, the reason
it's
why
mad.
I see truth in that is because, like Ming said, you're so used to like getting in and getting out, right? You are only thinking about, oh, if this doesn't work, there's a next law, right? The minute
Yeah,
you
yeah.
find something you don't like, because that's what they always say, you have to date to figure out what you like and don't like.
Yeah.
But then we're humans, there's always going to be imperfections, right?
Yeah.
Like, at what point do you get to, oh, I don't like this anymore, to, I don't like this, but I also have my own flaws. What's the meeting
Yeah.
point, right?
Because each practice of dating and getting out, right, is basically your system rebalancing which is your priority, myself or commitment.
Wow, that's
That's it. All right, this is getting too deep.
Wow.
For,
okay. Let's pull it
a fun
back. Let's pull it
podcast.
back.
All right, my bad.
Let's pull it back. Damn.
Sorry,
Let's talk
I am
about
funny.
Counseling now.
shit. No, it's good. It's important. But also, let's play the flip
Yeah,
side.
yeah,
Devil's
yeah,
advocate.
yeah, yeah.
People will be like, but
So,
if you never
like-
try, you never know.
Yeah, what's stopping me from dating again, right? Basically,
like if you like, let's say like we're all single here,
them.
right? Some people will be like, just get out there, and then find yourself.
Can you bring me through what getting out there
She
is
said
to,
it.
to you?
Oh, to Rachel.
To Rachel.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rachel, you say what is
What's mean?
putting yourself out there.
Don't tell me go sell group, I kill you.
Hey, for some people, can I be honest? For some people, they need it and it works.
You laugh so fast.
Okay,
Okay,
Putting
okay.
myself out there, I think
Yeah.
like being open to say yes to a date.
and where would you acquire
okay,
these
okay.
inquiries from?
The inquiries
The
is
DMs.
Job
or-
Street.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, no lah. Like say if like if there's someone who asks, oh, like, you know, do you want to get to know?
No,
like,
I understand.
where you
I
finding
understand
this
like
man?
when they ask you, but Roe has also where are you meeting these people so that they will ask you?
Friends.
Friends.
Friends. I don't think I'm someone who will be, at least not yet, open to like a dating app. I think I'm very scared.
Okay.
But you go out quite a bit, so like you
Meet
go.
people.
You used to go rock climbing.
Yeah.
Not anymore, right?
No.
Now you're pickleball girl.
Now I'm a pickleball girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, do you meet people at
Did I-
pickleball and you're like, hey, cutie? No.
I
No, they say that to you.
Visually got some cuties
Okay,
but then like when they start to talk,
you're like, oh,
then it's like
Suddenly.
what F?
turn
okay.
I
It's
am-
just turn off.
I am
The
dying.
switch just turn off.
I am
already.
dying for
The become winter
example.
already.
I am
Yeah, can we
dying.
get an example?
Can you please act one out for me?
Okay,
I'm
give us
dying.
what is an example of this one cannot.
When they talk about themselves,
Oh.
they keep talking
agree.
they keep talking about themselves, and like they are always right.
I agree, yes.
They are
How do you
always
get
right.
all this over a pickleball game?
No, that's
No,
you talk lah.
Just
They
like
talk about
just
themselves
casual
lah.
conversation.
Even pickleball is just about them, about
no,
them,
like
about
even
them.
pickleball, like for example, like sometimes you hear like you just like, oh, like the sport is fun, you know, like oh, it's people will just explain the game to you, like yeah, it's like that. But no, you have to do that kind of thing. It's like, oh, you're just here to enjoy the game, play with friends.
Yeah,
but like some
yeah.
people are
But
just like,
what if those people are like, oh, I'm competitive and I just want to help you?
Sorry, lo, you ex already winter, lo.
I mean, if I wanted your help, right,
Swipe.
I know how to ask for it.
Whoa.
Damn!
If I,
True.
it's the same with like bouldering and climbing as well, right? It's like I think climbers,
mansplain this shit
don't
to
like,
me.
don't beta things to me, you know, that kind of thing.
Alpha
like,
or beta?
hey,
Hey.
No, I
But
say I'm
how,
asking
But
you like
it's
who?
like-
Huh?
no, it's like
What?
like don't explain to me a
Oh.
route when like I'm just trying to figure it out. on my
Okay,
own,
okay,
You know,
okay.
if I have questions, I know how to
How do you
ask
respond though when they do that? You're like, oh, thank you.
Oh, ha, ha, ha.
Oh. Okay, so that's the after your sign. If Rachel ever does that to you, it means get F away.
Yeah, go away.
Okay,
Lose already.
that's good. That's good.
Please.
Winter has come.
Winter.
Okay. Ice. That's it. Dry and ice.
Bring
Oh
it
my
back
God.
to
Okay.
the dating part, right? In your relationship that you've been in, in past ones that you've gone on dates or relationships, like even this part about what you don't like in a guy or like what turns you off, right?
Damn.
It's discovering things that you didn't know previously because you've not been in that situation, right? Correct. So there is an element of truth when they say that you find yourself or you find new things about yourself. You learn and discover yourself. But
Damn.
what do you think about when people say that it's dating is like you got to find yourself? Do you all agree with that statement? Because I mean, we did mention quite a bit just now that there is parts of like knowing, oh, this is what I can handle, this is what I cannot handle. You know, what is it that what's my love language? A lot of it you can figure out on your own, but it's only in the companionship of someone else then you will learn these things, right? Do you all agree with that you need to find yourself through dating? Because then that poses the further question, if you never date, right, then you die, lor.
Yeah, lor.
Right? When you finally end up in a relationship, right? You know, charm, lor, leh. Right? What are your thoughts on this? It's quite deep. This is big. Ming, you want to unpack this a little bit more?
Mother. Actually, it's a very big question, right? Okay, now that you're still dating, what in the world does that mean? Like, find yourself. What's like the cliche thing they say? Like,
kiss me when I'm
you can't love
sleeping.
someone if you don't love yourself. That kind of
okay.
thing.
That's one of it. No, but I think that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
What's real in your dating journey so far? What is this find?
What discoveries like what you don't like about certain people?
Honestly, I don't know what is
Finding
finding
yourself.
yourself. Like,
Yeah.
what is that? What is that?
Yeah, like what mean, right?
Like what means?
Find what?
What means?
What
and
mean-
what am I supposed to find?
Okay.
Correct.
Like,
How will I know when I find?
how will I know that
Right.
I have found myself? And I don't know.
You're
I
not
feel
wrong.
I
Rowan
don't
asking
know. I
no
don't know.
questions.
Okay, this one
True.
the kucing is not wrong.
Like,
Okay.
definitely, I think it's toxic if you go in.
Can you please?
Kucing, I love kucing.
So no, definitely you think it's toxic if you what?
If you go in trying to like search for yourself, find yourself.
Yeah,
because then
correct.
you'll be
Because
like,
it's about my own gain from
yeah.
this. Yeah.
Then your other person will be like, you know, like,
Your tuition?
what do you mean?
Ah.
And then I'm like, I don't know. What do you think I mean? Like, then it's like,
Like, you mean
hello?
what? I mean you? What mean
Tell
me?
me what you think.
what
I
do
want.
you
Like, what
mean?
have you found about yourself? What have you found about
Yeah,
yourself?
exactly. Then
Rachel,
there's
what have
just
you
more
found about
confusion.
yourself?
No, I'm sure you
For
will
real,
learn
for
something.
I mean,
real.
like this, like to answer the question, right? When you say like dating with the intention of finding yourself in dating, right?
Yeah.
I disagree lah.
Wow.
You shouldn't date to find yourself,
No,
right?
because there's two sides to it. Like, number one is like how will you find yourself? Sorry, how do you get into a relationship with someone who doesn't even know who you are?
Wow.
If you don't know who you are, how can you expect the person to know who you are also?
Thanks so much for watching the podcast. That's a wrap. That's beautiful. I think that sentence encapsulates like what this generation and actually so humans in general struggle with. I think a lot of times that unfortunately, and we're jumping to another point later, but I think that sometimes when you don't have a strong sense of identity of who you are, and you go into a relationship seeking that's when it will crumble.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
We asked Ming Yu because Ming Yu just married, signed paper. What was your jump or was there a found yourself moment that you can think of that say like, I think lah, like that lah.
When he decided to pop the question.
No lah. The find yourself moment.
I think the find yourself moment predated the dating. Like,
okay.
I had like coming out from a long relationship, figuring out who I was, and then after that be like, oh, actually on my own, this is who I am. And then only after that going into the relationship. I feel that was very different for me. Not saying that the previous relationship, like I didn't know who I was, but I think just kind of reassessing, right? So I went into this new relationship with a sort of like, I'm okay on my own first. And then I go into it. Rather than, I'm lonely, I
Then
need
you find
company.
someone.
Yeah. I think that was very different for me. Yeah. Because I've been in relationships where I've based my identity on the relationship.
If literally fly to another part of the world.
Yeah, also that one.
Wow, dedication.
Crazy.
Oh, mad.
Dedication.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on this one? Like, because I think but it's a very good point. If you don't know who you are, or how can you be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't even know who they are?
Wouldn't that be such an existential question?
It's damn big.
But I feel
this kind of question you can ask on
like,
first date.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine?
it's a good question to ask
know
nervous.
who you are?
Do you know who you are? Yeah.
Like, what you want for dinner? Very good, thank you. So, do you know who you are?
No, I mean like, okay. I think when you go into a relationship, right, you should technically know who you are already. It's just that like you don't know what you want out of the relationship. Like,
I don't agree.
Okay,
like in terms of like the relationship itself.
Say that one more time. The whole sentence.
Can you rewind? I
Okay,
forgot.
what did she say?
She said, you may know who you are, but then you may not know what you want out of the relationship.
Yeah, you may not know what, because you never really been in a relationship.
Okay.
So you don't know what to expect out of
Okay. So
a
that
relationship.
was your starting point.
Okay.
Lah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
at the
That's
same
your-
time, I think like when you say like finding yourself, right, in dating, I think you go through like myself, like you go through many different seasons, and throughout these many different seasons, you find different parts of yourself. Okay, I wouldn't say find yourself, but you are who you are already. You're just discovering those parts that you don't know that you were never consciously aware of. So things like, oh, I thought I used to be, but then like going into it, I'm like, oh, I have no capacity to deal with this kind.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was it that you were like, I disagree with?
I think this one I agree.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Like, I think the part that at first I thought like, oh, what do you mean? Like you go into
You don't know what
relationship,
you're
you don't
looking
know
for.
what you're looking for. Then I feel like that's a red flag lah. Like,
Like, you shouldn't go into a relationship not knowing what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Like you should know yourself, but also at the same time, I feel like it should be mutual that you know what you're working towards. Like,
so it's got to set intentions.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, again, and this is just our opinion, or if you guys are watching this, if you guys are comfortable or of the practice of doing casual dating, then I guess it's good for you.
Yeah, if it works for you, it works for you, right?
If it works. But I think here, the important part, like you said, is knowing and communicating that expectations. Because I've heard of people who is like literally, guy and girl, they start going out. I hear from the guy, oh, I'm just going out. I'm just seeing her casually. The girl is like, I think we're together.
Yeah.
And I've heard both ways of it. Like to the guy, he thinks like they're in a committed relationship. The girl's like, no, we're just casual dating.
Yeah.
I think it's like when that comes when you put like a, because like it's like quite sensitive when you put like a label on the relationship.
No,
Then
but
it
even the
becomes a little
labels
bit-
mean different things to different people.
I came from a era where there's no label. If there's no label, there's no relationship.
Meaning
Full
like
stop.
you have to like feel like
Yeah.
verbally ask, do you want to be my girlfriend?
100%.
Then you got
Like,
label.
Don't grey area shit. You know, it's black and white. you are my girlfriend, we are dating.
It's tough now because I think people skip steps and then they're like now, like, again, no shade, but people sometimes jump from friends to friends with benefits, right? Like, so there's
Truly.
it's like the fun physical part of it, but then like when you ask them, what are y'all? And then the easiest term is like, we're a situationship. And that doesn't answer anything. Because if you actually got two people separately and ask them, okay, but what does that mean to you?
But that's a great process of trying to find out who you are. Lah. Like, I think,
would you all do that? Would you all do situationships at this age?
No.
No?
Don't have
Too
the
old?
time for it.
Damn.
Or the energy.
Okay.
I was
Enough.
going to say that it's really tough to answer why you find yourself. But from what I experienced, the easiest way to get like started on like the basics of it is don't need to find yourself, but like find your your bare minimum. Meaning that how far can you go until you say, okay, this one no.
Wow.
I think as long as you know when this will end, it's easier to figure out backwards.
What do you mean, like, this one
deal
no?
breaker?
Like non-negotiable.
Like,
correct.
he's
These are the
like,
non-negotiable.
like he, she, them smelly. Like,
Correct.
I can't
Because
smell
as
this
you,
at all.
Okay, yeah.
Because as human being, right, it's easier to ask you what you don't like compared to what you like.
Correct.
Someone we're Asian, lagi more we don't know.
Correct.
We know what we don't
Correct.
like.
It's
right?
always easier to ask somebody what you don't want to eat versus what you want to eat.
Correct. As long as you have one set of rules in stone, it's very easy to figure everything else. So even if your rules are like the no, right? What? Everything else is yes, happy one.
Wow.
Like very like that kind of thing. But I think that was like the guide for like finding yourself. You just need to find what you don't like. And then like everything else, you cannot be I don't like means don't like, I like means like. No. It's just like I don't like this. Everything else, let's just figure it out. Then you're like in a great place to like find yourself or whatever. Lah.
Before we move on to the next part about being in relationships, right? I want to quickly just ask you, do you feel like you know yourselves where you are now? Like you kind of like, yeah, I kind of know who I am already at this point of life.
I think I do maybe like a 70%. And I think I mean, the textbook answer would be like, you never fully know
okay, whatever,
yourself.
but, you know.
I think at least going into like, or at least pursuing a relationship, I would at least need to know what I'm hoping to get. And also what are my, like what you say, my non-negotiables. Yeah. So I don't have to fully know everything, but these two things I must be sure
a good grasp on it.
Yeah. Like 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rachel?
Yeah, I feel like I'm still discovering parts of myself that I'm not consciously aware of.
Okay. Do you, like, in saying that, do you feel like sometimes you tell yourself, no, I cannot get in the relationship because I still don't know myself? Because I know people who are like that.
Yeah,
like
I think that's me.
Okay, then question, like, just bouncing back to what Roy said, because you will never fully know yourself at any given point of time, are you using that as an excuse?
Maybe.
Right?
Admittedly, yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's all contradicting, right? Because you need to, like, you know that you will never figure out who you fully are. But at the same time, like, you don't want to get into a relationship. I mean, I don't want to get into a relationship until I know who I am.
Yeah.
So like,
but
it's a bit
I feel
contradicting.
like we kind of, I mean, really just for the podcast, just trailing it back, it's the fear of hurt.
Fear of hurt, right? Yeah.
So then everything else is kind of like, you also know, it's like, not really. It's like, I just don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Which is fine.
Which is fine.
Okay.
Just be comfortable in your own skin.
Nice. I like that. We're going to jump over into the next set of questions so far. Guys, this has been a really good podcast, honestly. Y'all are crazy.
So deep, my feet
so
down
deep.
the bottom.
Shit, man. We're talking about, Ming Han mentioned absolutes, like yes or no, things that you're like, I know I cannot do, or like this is my, this is the lowest point, right? What do y'all feel about changing yourself during relationships? Are you accommodating or are you compromising yourself? Let's get a weigh in from Ming Han, who's been in a 12-year relationship. What parts about the relationship have you? And then this is tricky, right? Because I think a lot of people make the joke about
don't change for people.
Don't change for people, or no, they'll say stupid shit like happy wife, happy life.
Oh yeah.
And you do things just to make your wife happy, but then like realistically, when you do that, or if you shut down parts of yourself about that, it's not really giving your all, you know? It's just kind of like, whatever, right? What are your thoughts on that one?
I think the biggest lie people going to say is don't change yourself for a relationship. You know, that one is like it sets why a relationship won't work out for you. Because actually, like, it's a good place to start what we all just talked about, right? Like, oh, know what you are. But the craziest thing that, based on what we said, right? The craziest thing that I've learned is that commitment is not a state that you're in. Commitment is just one choice.
Oh, crazy.
So no matter what you feel, how ready you are, how nervous you are, if commitment is, I will choose to do this, I will do it. That's all you need. And I feel that applied for dating, into getting engaged, into becoming a parent. You just need to make one choice. And because your whole being is committed to it, right? Everything, you will work it out. Like, I feel that is the difference between people who are waiting for commitment to come versus people who will get committed. Like, dang, like that. But the pain is like, that's what stops you from the commitment again, right? But the change is stupid lah. Like, there's no way you go into a relationship and don't change. Because unless you're telling me your relationship is like, you copy, paste, stick, and then it just pause in time and the relationship forever the same. Like, your relationship grows with you. And if you don't change your relationship, right, it's going to be bad. Like, you're 100% going to be bad, right? So, the only difference is like, I think people nowadays is like, what works for me? What does this work for me? Can I do this work for me? It's a very weird push and tug of war game to see, can I get this out of it? Does this fit what I need? Does this fit what I need? When in the reality of it, right, the most successful relationship is, what can I fit for you? How can I do for you? How can I help you? But it's so hard. Now, where will you find the vulnerability or the safety to say things like that, right? It's so dangerous, right? But I feel that's what I really feel nowadays is the hardest, because everything is set up to like, oh, what can I get out of it? Does this person fit my needs? Does this thing fit my requirements? Compared to what changed for me and how everything changed was, I forget all about my requirements. Because maybe that's the true meaning of like, you found yourself, right? You are so at peace with yourself already. You are happy with yourself. You are content. I'm good. I have enough of myself that I'm willing to get hurt, that I can pour out something to you. Let me find you where you want. And then the best part is you find someone else who is like, okay, let me find you where you are. And that changes you two together. So will you change your relationship? 100%. But the trick would be like, don't make that person change you. You need to willingly change for the person.
Wow.
That's pretty much it.
I think that's all the time we have. No, that's good. I think that's the perfect way of putting that. I was going to ask you guys what you all feel.
I would say it's the same.
Refer to above.
Yeah, refer to
the above answer.
That's a 10-mark answer already.
Oh, damn.
That's pretty good.
But have you all been in a relationship? I mean, because you have been in a relationship before, have you felt like you needed to change something, or felt that really weird push like, if I don't change this, cannot. If I don't change this, cannot.
Yeah, like, did you change, and was it actually a good change, or were you like, in hindsight, I was like, why I did that?
Yeah.
I think mine was the opposite. It felt that like I needed this person, like my partner, to change.
Okay.
But like I didn't want to tell him, I think you need to change this.
Okay.
It's just more of like saying like, oh, certain situations.
Candles so smelly.
Yeah.
Candles so smelly. Yeah, there's certain situations that if this is what you want to achieve, are you going to do anything about it? If not, then
shut up.
What are you going to do? That kind of thing. So it's like things that like habits that I feel that he can change,
but he don't want.
But he doesn't want to.
Okay, and so that's okay. So just looking at that, right? So the situation is, I guess maybe you're with somebody who doesn't want to change, although they want things around them to change or their situation to change, but they don't want to change.
They don't change. They don't do anything.
Question
about it.
here: would you change your perspective on it?
But that's the thing, right? Because I think that there's like a little bit of like maybe a bit controversial to say.
Let's hear it.
Like,
I just love it.
Maybe like what I think is right. But the other person thinks is also right. Like, why do I need to?
I think both sides obviously think they're right. If not, he wouldn't say it, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Them.
Yeah.
But
fight
fight
until last one standing.
Okay, let's no. Okay, here's. I don't want this to be then dialogue both right. I want to challenge and push that. And there is a test to see whether who is correct.
Oh shit. What's the test?
Okay.
This test is called, is it ecological? That's it.
Ecological.
Is it beneficial
to the system?
No, ecological, it's not just ecosystem. It's yes, ecosystem, but to every party in that place, in that situation.
I see,
so very easy, like litmus paper test, right? Like you ask the question, like, for example, you're smelly. Okay? He doesn't want to be smelly anymore, but he don't want to shower.
Oh shit.
He thinks it's right. So what? I just don't want to be smelly. And then to you, it's like, no, you're smelly, you should shower. You're both at odds because you both feel you're correct.
Damn.
The best way to test to see if really the other person is correct is, number one, does it hurt the person? Like, does it hurt him to shower? No. So that's number one. Does it hurt you if he doesn't shower? The answer is yes. Does it hurt the people around him? Yes.
So
because
much.
snowball it, he may lose opportunities because he's a smelly bitch. Correct?
Okay.
If he showered, what will happen? He would.
Everyone happy.
Everyone happy.
We're happy.
There, ecological, done.
Oh.
Like, it's very easy. Because then you
Okay,
need to, I feel this is something that I learned, not just in a relationship, but in dealing with people, right? Everybody's world is correct. Your view of the world is correct to you. And same to me, right? And the only way to come together is by asking ourselves, on a larger scale, what are we trying to achieve here?
Damn.
Are we trying to tear each other down? If that's the case, then okay, I'll just let it rip, right? But if you're actually trying to solve something, right, there's a lot of ways to solve it, one. And what is the final end? The final end is, I want it to benefit you, I want it to benefit me and the people around us. How do we get there?
Let's do harder one. Don't
harder
say
one,
smell.
harder one. Okay.
What's your case study? Like something that disagreed. You're right, I'm right. You're right, I'm wrong. You're wrong, I'm right.
I mean, of course, there's going to be like stuff about religion and all that. That one a bit tougher.
Let's not talk about sensitive
but like
topic,
there's the simpler ones, like, ambition, cleanliness.
I mean,
It goes back to cleanliness.
Yeah, sorry.
mine was really more of ambition lah. But
I had a feeling.
yeah, it's just like if he wants to be somewhere at a certain time, right? Then like he will need to
Put in the work.
obviously apply for jobs.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to apply for jobs.
You see, you
So-
already, that is
So
it's a
that's
losing
yeah.
battle
So
already.
there's like, okay. So how you want to get to where you want?
correct.
It's
That kind
hard.
of thing.
It's hard to fight against common sense.
Yeah, it's like me, I'm fat, right? I want to lose weight. But I don't want to do anything about it.
But I also want to attribute like a little bit of like family background to it. So
They are all fat. They are all no job.
I think family experience plays
No
a
job.
part in
Family experience. Yeah.
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 Because also
100%. 100%.
if you think about it, right? Like at least like from the people around me, like my friends, family, those who are in relationship now, right? I also know that like family background plays a majority
100%.
part of,
Because
like,
the longer
Yeah,
the
yeah.
longer the game you play, right, you actually realize you marry the family.
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
So I think it's like when at least like for my siblings, right? Their partners come from very different family dynamic
Compared to yours,
Okay.
yeah.
compared to
Obviously.
ours. So ours we are very tight knit lah. Most of the time. But things like spending time together, like
Yeah.
eating dinner together, lunch
Right.
together,
Right.
like
Important
things
habits,
like that.
okay,
Like this
okay.
kind of habits. Sharing, maybe like talking about like daily what we did today, how we
Okay,
feel,
okay,
these kind of things. But to some people, like that's like, why do I need to do it? That kind of thing. And like when we talk about like spending time together as a family, which sometimes excludes partners, their partners will not understand.
Wow. Okay.
Because maybe like their family dynamic includes like their siblings, partners in every aspect of their life. But for us, like because we're quite a private family as well, like we want some time with each other only lah. But I think it's like for both sides learning to in that sense compromise, like and also understand where the other person is coming from. Maybe like you excluding the partner may feel that the partner is not part of your tribe.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's a good point.
I know we're talking about this, but I can definitely share something that I've learned the most and reinforced through the freaking Red Flag series, right? Just take your damn time to learn about someone and don't jump the gun into a relationship so fast. I feel like all of this, right? If you were friends for long enough, you would know their family habits. You would know their habits. You would see them for who they really are. Because when you want to date, right, there's the romance factor, right? They will put on the show one.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They will
true.
be
That's
more like cute.
But not everyone has that choice and chance, I guess.
Honestly, from the stories, it's more like they cannot control their pants. That's why they pull
100%,
triggers straight away. I'm just going to put there. I want suck
100%.
face, so I just get into a
Or
relationship.
just suck face.
If you just take at least like 2 months longer, right, for in view of like the relationship you have, right, so many people can save so much pain in terms of like just getting to know the person a little bit better. Because it's like, wow, people jump in and then like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you like this. And I'm like, yeah, you only know each other for 2 weeks. What will you know? Seriously. Anyway.
Roy, what are your thoughts on this one?
I think I agree with her like on that as well. Like for me, whenever I am looking out for a potential partner, I will always like subconsciously ask myself like, can I bring this person back to see my family?
Yeah.
And if they can't, then like if in my head I can't, then I'm like,
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a really unrealistic goal last time when I started dating. I have to imagine that this girl can be a mother of my children.
I think that's a good gauge.
Yeah, but I was thinking this at like 14 to 16 years
also,
old.
that's quite crazy.
I was old very early in my mind, you know. So it made things really tough
It's really
for
the
me.
way you're brought up, bro.
Yeah.
What about yourself? I think we talked about change
Damn.
in partner, stuff that you feel whether you can accept or cannot accept. What are some of the examples that you've changed for your partner? Better or worse? It could be better or worse. Like maybe in the relationship or situation that you've been in hindsight now you're looking back and you're like, wow, I became more patient, or I became less patient, or it made me feel like I don't like this kind of guy.
We jump on these next 2 points together, right? Like you said, some relationships make you a better person because of what you changed. But have you gone through a relationship that make you a worse person because of what you changed?
100%, I have.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
They're just going,
I'll give you an example. For the bad one. I think the good one's easy, right? Because we talk about it all the time. I've been in relationships where I have been in constant fear and anxiety.
Damn.
To be a replacement, that I will be forgotten or like thrown aside very quickly, or like the afterthought. So like I've been in situations where it's like every day you wake up and every time you're with that person, right, the happiness that you feel, right, is very like, is this only for now?
So many questions.
Like after this, will it last or not? What if like no more after this, you know? So like it's very like very fickle, you know, in that sense. So I've been in those. I've been in relationships where I feel like I've become less patient. Where I'm like, wow, why am I like this? I've been in a relationship where I feel like I was very complacent. I was very lazy. And I didn't like that about me. But it wasn't the person's fault, it was me. Yeah. So that was some of my examples. Anything that's similar for you?
I think for me,
better or worse,
like on a surface level, like will it make you a better person or not? I think not all the time. Like some people can really like F you up and all that. But I think I think on a deeper level, I think it can make you a better person. Like even though it may take me some time to get there. Yeah. Like sometimes someone may hurt me, but then I can, you know, I guess reflect on it and sort of just be like, hey, I can be better than that. I can choose to be petty, but then at the same time I can also, you know, look back at myself like, why am I so triggered by this? Like, is it me that is wrong, or is it the other person? Like, and if it's the other person, or even if it's me, like how can I be, I guess, somewhat better lah? You know, in the situation.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
Wow, thanks for sharing that one. Rachel, what about you? Have you found yourself in a situation you're like, wow, how come I'm like that one?
God, I think it's like coming out of it, I learn a bit more about like my capacity in being in a relationship. Like what can I, what is my capacity emotionally and mentally with my partner? Yeah, that kind of thing.
Wow.
Yeah, because like if I don't know what my capacity is, right, then like I don't know how long can I be in this relationship. If that makes sense.
Okay. Wow.
Does it not make sense?
Wow. I think you're
trying to digest it.
I think honestly, the minute I think your perspective of love and capacity, the minute you get over it, your relationships will start to work.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you know, like you say like you haven't been in it enough, so you have a lot of like pre-existing like, I think love is going to be like this. I think love. Actually, it's not. It's just very simple. You just need two people who are willing.
Yeah, I feel like I overthink.
Yes.
I really overthink.
Yeah, there we go. That's the
I'm
secret.
an overthinker.
That is what your relationship has changed about.
You make it too big and too complicated when it's actually just
simple.
ABC.
Yeah, it's like your mother tell you, I wonder when my love for you as a mother is going to run out.
Yeah.
No, your mother then forever just like that, you know, or as long as, you know, it works, right?
But I guess it's because also coming out of the relationship, there's a lot of like thoughts that went into it.
Yeah, of
like
course,
you mentioned,
of course.
like when you get into a relationship, right? People will say what you want to hear, man. Like they can
Oh,
say a lot of
100%.
things on.
100%.
So it's like, you know, if I want to go into a next relationship, right? That mindset of like whatever he said is like not true. Man.
Okay, well, that's also an extreme.
Yeah, that's a
But
bit
it's like-
mad.
But it's also like yeah, people will say what they want to say to catch your heart.
But this is a good
Catch.
This is a good time to explain the whole like finding yourself, right?
Mm.
Because I think if you haven't grown to a point where you can call people's bullshit out,
Oh, you still don't know, lor?
you really
Still don't know why.
you're not there yet.
Why
You
not?
are really going to be taken
Not just
for a ride.
yourself, just in general, you just don't know.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah. Like if you're easily swayed by sweet talk,
really just
then-
rare plants.
yeah, I will give yourself a bit more credit. I think you can call people out on their bullshit. Like the fact that you can call pickleball people out on like them coming to you. Because if you easily swayed, right, you could see that as, wow, they're so man.
Yeah.
Wow, they're so knowledgeable and excellent. But you're just like,
True.
Yeah lah.
don't bring your bullshit here.
Wow, all learn from
Apply
YouTube.
that to relationships.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Change.
It's crazy, man. Let's talk about we'll do this question and we'll wrap it up. Shit you wish you didn't do or wish you did in your previous datings or relationships.
Damn.
Ming can get us started. What do you wish you didn't do?
A bit tough.
Or wish you did?
Wow. I need to
Think first.
I know mine lah.
Okay, Rachel, why don't you
Rachel,
start?
go first.
I wish I give up earlier.
You wish? Okay, no,
Yeah,
that's
I
good.
wish I cut the cord off earlier.
Okay.
Because I think when you
Yeah,
like
You need
being
to know the off
yeah.
switch.
like I think because it was my first relationship also,
So
right?
you hold on
very,
lah.
yeah, you hold on because you want
Good
it
lah,
to work,
you.
right?
Yeah.
But you also very paiseh to like
I just want to know how many eons do you hold on to this
She said not that long, so
not that long. My
Like
relationship
5
was
days?
only 6 months.
okay.
Yeah. But like I think like within like the
Each month felt like a year, right?
yeah. Yeah, each month felt very long. But it
Were
was
you the
also,
only one playing the band
I
music
think
or like
so,
what's
man.
happening?
it felt like it. That's why it was so mentally and emotionally exhausting. I
Oh,
felt like I was the
I
only
see.
one
You're
that's
doing
like
two people's
trying.
work,
yeah,
is it?
yeah.
Okay,
you know when you're
okay.
playing like that cooking game?
Overcooked.
Overcooked.
Oh, so it's just you running lah.
It's
Yeah.
2 player, but
But
then
you
you are
only are.
doing 1 player, that kind of thing.
That's a
Yeah.
great metaphor.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's very good.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I think that kind of like where I already knew within the first month, like this doesn't feel like it's gonna work. Like you already have that like
Oh.
感觉,
Gut
like
feeling,
Mm.
macam like what like that
First
one, but
relationship,
you
first month,
wanna,
you know.
but you wanna
Yeah.
like
Good
you wanna
or
make
intuition.
it work, ma.
Yeah.
You don't wanna.
I think
like,
sometimes
you,
that's why people don't let go also.
yeah, because like you said, like commitment, right? Like I'm committed to this
make it
relationship
work.
already. Yeah, but also like outside.
I mean, I don't know if this is too specific. We don't have to tell the exact reason, but like, how do you get to a point then? 6 months down the road, that you're like, okay, I cannot anymore. Because like, even from the first one, you knew you couldn't. You still held on. What was the tipping point where you're like, wow, cannot, man?
I think this comes like. I think that's why like having friends is very important. Like friends who can speak into your life and speak into your situation.
Okay.
So like I had a lot of friends who came up to me and like this is something that I didn't even realize. But people told me that like my whole
being.
vibe changed. Yeah, my whole vibe changed.
Damn.
Like it reflected in like even like in the way that I dress.
Like
I'm
how?
just wearing black and white. I'm usually a very colorful person. This is I'm okay, guys.
Okay.
She's literally wearing black. and white.
Literally.
But like
just
no, like, I
wearing
think like
black
in the
and white.
season where I was always like playing a lot of colors in my wardrobe, and even like the way I speak to people and stuff, like that, it's always been very bubbly.
Okay.
But then
So
like
was
it
less
became
bubbles,
it was less bubbles
Okay.
No face.
and like just like oh okay like less. I don't talk a lot.
There was no joy lah.
There's no joy.
Easy to see.
So I think
yeah.
like a lot of people like kind of like saw that change. Even my siblings and my parents also. And I think that was the point where I was also thinking like reflecting because I like to reflect a lot. But like
She really does.
yeah, like why am I feeling this way? You know, that kind of thing. Is it because of this? Then like and like oh actually I think it's because of this.
Okay.
And like having like a community, right? Like friends and like for me, I'm very happy, very blessed to have like my siblings and my family with me, right? To talk about it. That like this is just not working out. Someone
Yeah.
to just tell you that it's not working out.
Yeah.
And then for you to like okay, yeah.
I'm
it's
so
not working
happy
out.
that you had the support and courage to make that change.
Yeah, I think
Because I
it's
feel it's not easy sometimes. Yeah.
So I think
Good
it's
job.
why it was very difficult to initiate
Yeah.
the
Good job,
conversation also lah.
I'm very proud
right?
of you.
Yeah.
How old were you when this happened? Like high school?
2020.
Oh,
2020?
okay. So like recent, I mean, in your 20s ah.
22?
Okay, good job.
21,
Good job. Okay. Rui.
Must be nice.
I think mine is not so deep.
Not so
lah.
gao, okay,
Not so
okay.
gao lah, really. I think for me,
Deeper.
I think it's just ghosting lah. I wouldn't do that ever again.
You ghost people?
You go so people?
I mean, I think, okay, not in a very, not in the relationship or anything kind of way, like in a serious kind of way. Like, it's just like, let's say someone is, you know, I don't know, like pursuing you or whatever lah, and then you just don't vibe with them anymore, then you just kind of like,
don't reply.
cut them off.
Oh.
So I think
You did that?
I've done that.
Okay.
And,
How many times?
Oh, enough, buddy.
no comment.
But this doesn't sound
so
like once.
I think that was very immature of me, and
Okay.
I also realized that I think I don't want to be the one to
Receiving
receive that,
that.
as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think nowadays I
You let
would
them
also I will let them know. Like I will let them know that, hey, I feel like, you know, we're not really vibing, you know, just letting you know, you don't have to do anything about it. You know, this is just how I feel. So if I don't talk to you anymore, this is what it is lah. And
Hey there.
Do you feel like when you're older, this kind of things you feel more daring to
100%.
say?
100%.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
compared to
because
like last time, like you just very
you
paiseh.
just don't want to let people assume, and you also don't want to be the one.
I can
who's
promise
saying
you,
that.
even like, just to make a whole circle back, right? It's true. I think as you get older, you care less. And I promise you that you are going to get to a stage where even that thing you said about when you walk down the aisle and think about what other people feel about you, whether this girl's dated, that won't even matter to you.
Yeah.
I
True.
promise you.
Because they won't be at your wedding.
Yeah. Yeah. No, 100%. I'm planning for my wedding,
Trust,
right?
trust.
Like, I've already signed. I'm planning for my wedding. And my thought process now of who I'm inviting, do I want a big one? Do I want a small one? How okay am I with just having 50 people? I'm really okay.
It's more.
Like in my 20s, right? I wanted 500 people.
Oh.
Legit.
Yeah, because you ask very different questions. Who will celebrate with me?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's less. Honestly, maybe that's what set off your overthinking. Because you always scared what people think suddenly.
Correct.
Then you scared what you think. Then you don't know what you think, but you're scared you
Yeah.
think what, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what was the thing that... what was the shit you wish you didn't do?
I wish I was... Wow.
You
I
have
wish-
a long line
I
of
wish
what?
I didn't place my identity in people.
Dang.
I think like very similar to what you like think and thought, right? I think a lot of my earlier relationships, whether they were like, you know, puppy love or whatever, always based in the what does this person and that relationship make me to be? Right? Am I who am I? I always viewed it as that. And I think that warped the relationships I've had or the decisions I've made. And I think as I got older, it started becoming less about the, wow, I'm in this because this person is who. To
Them.
who am I? Full stop. Yeah.
Mm.
I think a lot of decisions were like that as well. Not just relationships, I think just in general.
I feel like that's very common.
Yeah.
Like at least like in
100%.
today.
Because people, I mean, we're all just humans who are constantly looking for the acceptance of others, right? And I think that's just it's a tough spot to be in, but that's who we are, you know? I think, but there's hope. The real hope is that you will get to a point, and this is part and parcel of being surrounded by great family, by friends that you intentionally put yourself in.
Yeah.
Because it's no point you have good friends, but you don't open up, you don't share, you don't do anything right. Then you're a bad seed in good soil. You need to be receptive, right? You need to be a good seed in
Fly
good soil.
on the wall.
Yeah. Right? Like be there, soak it all in, grow your roots down, grow deep, and then expand. And that's where only you be like, actually, why is like my experiences in life are all this much, right? And collectively you find out from each other as well. Like, oh wow. Yeah. Like that's family, that's friends coming into you, right?
Yeah.
That's who I am. Ming, what about you?
I think Suyen... So my wife, Suyen, and I have very different relationship journeys. I am her first boyfriend. And for her, she really just one shot Happy New Year already lah. So she has very different understanding compared to the understanding that I have as a relationship. And she's also asked lah, like, you know, if you could do it again, would you evade this, evade that, evade this? And I think for the longest time before I met her, I wish I didn't do a lot of things because like, I mean, you said like, I think you accept the love that you think you deserve,
Wow,
right? That was like a
shit.
very big theme growing up.
One more time.
Oh damn, mother.
Say it again slowly.
You accept.
People, I mean, we've heard this on like Instagram.
Yeah, I mean,
pictures,
it's
right?
all online
Yeah.
lah. I'm not talking about it, but there's a thing, there's
What does
a
it
quote
mean?
where you accept the love that you feel you deserve lah. And it's a very weird thing because people want love, but how you grow up, the decisions you make, you feel you only deserve this much love. And for me, right, because I grew up with guys who were like, wow, I was part of the gang that the pants pull until your nipple one last time. Like the pants you tuck up so high.
How high is the pants?
My hair is
High
like,
nips,
the bowl is used to mold after my head one, you know? like the guy will make bowl after how my hair and my head is like, alright. So I came from a time where like a group of friends were like, we were not the guys that girls look at lah. You know, it's so not lah. It's
You were
like
the guys look at.
the guys, yeah lah. It's like we are the last pickings, you know. Like sometimes even the guys also don't want us. You know, it's a bit rough. True. Like we go out there, then the guy flashing us, right? They look at us, he shake his head lah. It's like we need to pay him to open his pants, you know. So I came from a part of life where I felt that I'm okay if anyone like me can lah. That was my approach to it, and it was very unhealthy, right? But when I met Suyen and she asked me what would I change, because before that I would say I would change a lot of things. I'll change this, I'll change that. When I met Suyen and then I really, it came to like this whole, walking down the aisle, right? My walking down the aisle, I cried so much because it felt like it was a finish line to like a very big chapter. Like, wow, finally this finish line is here. And I always remember a sentence my good friend Rascal Flats always sang, in his song. God bless the broken road that led me to you, Like, shit. Rascal really knew what he said. Yeah, he really knew what he said. It's true, flat score is really really on the ball. Because I felt like, I told Suyen, if I didn't go through all this shit, right, I wouldn't appreciate you this much. It's true. Like you need to go and do through some really ungrateful ass clowns, right?
Not everyone lah, but yeah.
Almost everyone lah, basically lah. Most of the time.
No, I said like not everyone needs to go through this.
Oh yeah, I won't recommend it.
I think it's
I won't recommend it, but it was my
yeah, it's your journey.
Because sometimes boys are stupid one, Boys need to understand the arc of losing something before you have the arc of getting something back. The redemption arc. Boys need redemption arc one. Boys are, because if boys are, let me be honest here, you jump into boys' lap, right? They don't appreciate one. It's like, it's so easy. Must be because I'm hot. I guess I can always get it again. No, I guess for me, it was more like everything that led up to Suyen, I'm so in love right now. I don't want to change it because I feel like if I change anything, I would not be able to replicate the step that lead me to her. That is where I am in my relationship right now. Do I have regrets? 100% I got regrets. I wish I didn't do a lot of things. But I think what I learned is like, this is bigger than me lah. Whatever my regret is, made me the person that is able to love her perfectly. And I feel that's great. Wow. That's
lovely.
All.
Beautiful.
No more. Stop.
Okay,
but stop. Flat score thing.
Guys, this has been one of my favorite podcasts this year.
Okay.
Top one. I didn't expect. Yeah,
real
man. A few already. I didn't expect this level of conversation. I didn't expect the sharing.
Graham and Desmond crying outside.
Thank you both of you for being so vulnerable and open. Thanks for being alive.
Oh, damn.
For sharing ourselves.
Thanks to you too.
Before we end, I want to use this episode as a bookmark for both of you, so that you all can look back in the future.
Yeah.
I want both of you right now.
You might be looking at a future partner in the camera.
No. It's nothing crazy one. I just want you to share right now, if you are looking for a partner, for a guy, what are some of the things that you're looking for?
Oh shit.
Because I think these are very good bookmarks. Like every person in this world has a checklist of some sort. They've made a list of attributes or characteristics or things they would like in an ideal partner. Right? So maybe let's just name 3 each.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Okay, I start. I can start, okay?
No, number 1 is what? Like you want boy or girl. Yeah. That's what,
You have hair.
Got hair.
What are you dating?
Got hair good already.
Wow, that's rough, man.
Does that mean you would not date a bald person?
Wow, that ran quiet real fast.
Okay,
hey, look.
So you can be like,
I am of the thought, be as shallow as you want. If you don't like what you see, right, it's very hard.
Yeah,
it's very hard. You need to start there.
When you kiss, you vomit.
Anyways.
You ever like,
no. Let me give you the reason why I'm asking. Don't think too deep on this one, because I feel that when you guys do end up in a relationship, right, you will look back on this episode and be like, actually, how many of that actually mattered? So don't think of this as I need to give the perfect answer. Think of it as just for fun. The 3 things your friends ask you. Hey, I are you looking for like a date? Tell me 3 things that you're looking for. I'll try to find you. Because, for example, let's say you don't want a guy who does drugs and smokes. You don't want that, okay?
Unless you want, I won't judge.
Unless you want, then okay, we actively look for those on the streets, you know?
Yeah.
But just give us 3, all right? So start off, Rachel, number 1. Simple.
Someone I can have a conversation with.
So
not
can
a
talk,
debate.
can talk well, not like just shut off quiet.
Sign
Yeah,
language
I don't
is also
have a-
considered conversation, right?
No, I mean,
Put you in the tough spot right there.
Okay, no, yes.
someone that I have a verbal conversation
Okay, someone that you can have a
with.
good conversation
yeah,
with.
I don't
Okay.
have a debate. It's not. I don't need to
It's not a
constantly
debate,
be
it's a
debate. It's a
conversation.
conversation. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow,
Nice.
that's a good.
Okay.
That's actually a good point.
Very good point.
More conversations, less debates.
Yes.
So
All right.
if there are guys out there who always want to tell you that they are correct, you don't want.
I don't want.
I like that.
Sorry,
That's
no time.
very good, Rachel.
No time.
That's a tuition teacher.
Roy,
Different,
number 1.
I guess if I can laugh at their memes.
They have to be funny.
Yeah, not just
Good
funny.
sense of
A
humor.
lot of people think they are
Memes.
funny.
No, it's your kind of humor.
Like
good
we
sense
have
of humor.
to be able to laugh at
Yes,
each other.
yes. I think that's very important.
Actually, digging deep into that means you share the same views about some stuff.
Yeah.
And comedy is one of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
I think that's
great.
a very good bonding element.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
I'll be the shallow one. I like girls with long, messy hair.
Oh,
Not messy
Wait.
like you didn't comb and looks like a rat's nest.
oh shit.
Okay? I just like girls with long, messy hair.
I feel you don't play. You already married already.
I want to play against
Okay,
you.
okay.
Then,
Let's play.
you play one.
Because
Uh,
I'm basically
I-
just describing my wife.
I like a girl who is who knows how to take care of themselves.
Okay.
Grooming.
Grooming.
Very hard to
everything.
say like someone likes someone who don't like to take care of themselves.
Hey, you be A.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Okay. okay.
Don't get me out
You're
that one,
right.
right? Rachel.
You're right.
Visuals. But
So they
but
must be.
just
This has to be drop dead gorgeous lah. But
yeah,
you know,
you don't have to have like a 6-pack.
Okay.
You don't have to be like a single inferno guy.
Okay.
That kind of thing, you know.
I don't
Like
think
I
you
like
want
to
to
see
see
where the
that.
reference went straight away.
Okay.
I like
What-
to see where the.
What you
but
okay.
just
What's
someone
important?
presentable and also knows how to dress well.
Okay.
If you're going on a date, if you
You
wear
don't
slippers,
come out in slippers.
yeah, you don't come out in slippers and shorts.
You don't. Okay. I almost said
Yeah.
someone's name from the team, but okay. Okay.
But yeah, presentable.
that's good.
Yeah, presentable.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm.
Roy.
So laughing with you.
I think similar to her first one lah.
Okay.
Like, don't talk too much about yourself lah.
Mm.
Like in like 10 minutes talk, then your 8 minutes is about yourself.
Oh,
Then
yo.
it's too much.
Okay.
No.
That's lecture.
Yeah. Then I'm just like,
Mm.
I'm just nodding.
Like,
Self-centeredness.
That's a mark of a bad conversationalist.
Yes.
Second one. This one is the tough one. I told you, sir. I need to somehow believe that you will be a great mother if we have kids.
Wow.
That was my really
I feel it's not
big
cheating though.
thing.
Because
I know.
the minute you have that right, everything bao liao.
Really one. That's why like the minute I would call that, but I call that a core value.
Okay.
Like it's not like the shallow stuff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Because really what made a difference is Suyen is when I realized that she loved her parents so much and how she take care of her family, right? I
Wow.
immediately saw the rest of my life there.
Wow.
Mm.
And that was everything works with that commitment. Yeah.
But then if Suyen don't comb her hair,
I
See, that's what he wants, what?
She likes
wants messy,
she likes,
what?
I cannot.
But not like the dog kind. So I think, yeah. Okay.
No, not that one.
Okay.
You
Okay.
second one. So I gave one shallow one and one deep one.
Oh, she already gives 2 already.
I give 2 deep
Next
one.
one.
already.
Oh, no.
My
That is
one,
me.
I think maybe similar to yours. It's important for me to have my partner has a good sense of humor, and I'm very critical about these kind of things. So I think it's even more pronounced than it would usually be. So that's why I'm very appreciative. Of
Why
good
you
humor.
laugh so much? Miss Fast and Furious.
Why?
Because you're a comedian as well, right?
Yeah.
If
Like,
you
there's a
dated
stand
a
up
very
at home,
non-funny person, then they will be a bit
Yeah.
torturing.
Yeah. No, but
But some
I
people
know a lot of-
okay.
Yeah. I know a lot of
Yeah.
funny people who are not with funny people.
Yeah,
I want to be with someone funny.
some
Yeah.
people got balance one. Like
Yeah.
you know,
Fair.
yeah.
No, because I know some funny people, right? And there's a joke about this with comedians, right? They cannot have their partner funnier than them. They'll be like, no, I should be the funny one. Then they feel like threatened.
But what if
you
they
know?
cannot laugh at their partner's
As
joke?
in the partner doesn't laugh at the jokes?
Yeah.
Even better. Because
Suyen
then
doesn't laugh at anything I say.
It's good.
But she laughs at you.
Yes, at me, not
you.
with me.
Ah.
It's different.
It's
you
true.
know.
Rachel, number 3.
Okay, this is a bit shallow, but
I love it.
Oh, the second one wasn't shallow?
They were not
no,
enough.
I don't think so.
Okay,
but
I
like
can't wait to hear
financially
this.
dependent.
No,
independent.
100% you
This
need
is
that.
not
This is
shallow.
independent.
This character.
This is common sense.
So this is not part of
It's
the.
not shallow. It's good.
It's good.
minimum.
Okay.
Wow,
Okay,
you
yeah,
really-
someone who
this
is
is-
financially independent
Nice.
and
Good,
smart.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, this is really finding yourself.
This is good, Rachel.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
not
good.
shallow at all.
Because I'm also not smart financially. So
Wow,
someone
the
can
silence was deafening.
someone can educate me also.
Okay,
We
okay.
can learn it together.
I know somebody. Oh, cannot. Never mind. Rowe?
Was mine shallow or?
Which one? No, everything was okay. Everything
Okay,
was okay.
Quite
Then I
deep,
just say anything.
Last one.
Just anything.
Like not like
Shallow.
What was the first one? Funny. Humor.
Funny.
Second one was a conversation.
Conversation.
The one.
The
Don't
one-
copy, please.
Okay. I think just be genuine, lor. Like you have to if you say something, then you have to do something, lah.
Walk your talk.
Can another one? This one a bit lame.
Huh?
A bit lame.
Kind.
It's not a
Lame.
specific
Someone
character.
kind.
Because it's just
Integrity,
general to
that one.
everybody. Yeah. A specific character.
No, it's okay. You walk your talk. Don't simply say things.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
everyone also is like that, ma. Like
Okay,
you want,
well,
ma, right?
you're right.
Who
You're
don't
right.
want?
Okay.
No, like humor also, like you make friends. No,
No. It's
That's
not.
very
Give a
subjective.
specific one.
Specific one.
give me some.
Good looking lah, like financial savvy.
Financial.
What else?
Must
Got
be
car,
gardener.
got house.
Must cook.
Must love his family.
Yeah,
Animal
I think
lover.
actually,
Which one?
Must
like
be kind
at
to
least have some
service
kind
people.
of a
Family? But what if it's an
not,
orphan?
not like they treasure their family, lah. Like,
Okay,
like,
but what if they're an orphan? Then how?
Do they
yeah, but
treasure
can
their
still-
orphan
they can
family
still,
lah?
You know, like love their family and the people who took care of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Like,
那个 filial piety.
filial piety.
Piety.
How to say in Chinese?
孝子. 孝子, yes.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good. Because
Okay.
you're a very family person as well.
Yes.
So it's important for you that they have, if not equal,
Family values.
at least similar
Yep,
family values
Yep.
or importance of the family.
Oh, I also
Nice.
family values, yeah.
Nice. Good job, guys. I think
Yeah.
this is going to be a very interesting episode for you guys to look back on. Hopefully, your partners in the future have these and even more. And if they do, then congratulations, gentlemen. You guys have very great ladies.
Can I end the episode with like
Okay.
a little bit of a hook?
Oh, yo.
Okay. Are you guys... So here's the thing, right? Like just now what happened was Rachel said something. Ming Yu was like, wait. Are you guys like... We're in a place where we know a lot of people.
Okay.
And do you find yourself in a place where most of the time you have a friend, but you don't want to introduce them to your friend because you know that, wow, you're really not there yet. I don't want to, I need to gatekeep my safe friends from you. Because a lot of people are asking, right? Hey, do you know anybody or not?
I know a lot of people.
Actually,
Definitely.
yes, but you really
Yeah.
cannot.
Yeah.
Are you in that place or is it just me?
Yeah,
Like you
definitely.
know
God.
people, right? Like a lot of my friends are like, wow, Ming, where is everybody? I don't know. Why do I only date the leftovers? Then like you find yourself, you really gotta bite your lip. And you gotta keep the safe one because you the smelly.
Yeah.
So I have to say, unfortunately,
She
to
deserves
people, right?
that.
Correct. If your friends are all saying like, you know, one day you'll find, maybe you're the smelly.
Problem is you. I like
Oh,
that.
the
That's a good way to end. Self-reflection.
Hey.
Thank you so much, Rachel and Rowe, for being on the podcast this week. I really enjoyed it. I think it's one of my favorite ones for real. Like it's really good conversations.
I've
man.
never seen Rowe smile so long in my life.
Oh, good job, Rowe. She wasn't really smiling.
She was like the whole time.
Oh, that's just a default.
She's greening.
That's true. That's true.
But thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Share your thoughts on any of the points. We want to read it back to you guys and share it with the rest of the audiences as well. Please drop your comments on YouTube or Instagram. Send it in.
Like that,
and hopefully we'll come back with a follow-up on relationships.
If you want to audition to be Rowe or Rachel's boyfriends or girlfriends,
You have to get past a lot of us.
for interview process one.
Yeah.
And then maybe you do audition show, okay?
Casting video.
Wow, Rowe immediately yes.
It's the voice, the chair, turn around. Okay, not bad.
Oh my
Send
god.
Kongkat also.
Okay. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Oi, sit down lah.